Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Political Demon. Prelims is nearing, and most of you will be trying to fasten up your preparation and to wind it up as early as possible. So, one thing I wanted to tell you is UPSC is a very smart exam. It depends people to be smart, not only with the amount of knowledge they have, and also how they answer the question paper. So UPSC questions are not straightforward, right? But they are easy. The answers are hidden in the question itself. It is the responsibility of a candidate to dig out that answer and to come out successfully. So it is a very smart exam, and it is a evolving exam. If you think you are smart, the paper is 10 times smarter than you. So you can prepare based on the previous year's question paper, but don't think that will entirely cover whatever UPSC has planned to ask in this year. So I think you can expect at least up to 40% to be in that area, so which you know. But you have to be smart, and you have to be in touch with all the new concepts and new theories out there. For example, if you take the missile system in India, suppose I ask you a question: what is canister missile? Will you be able to answer that? Now if I ask you about BrahMos missile, Agni missile, Nirbhay missile, you might be able to tell everything, but UPSC will throw some questions in the dark, like what is canister missile? Is BrahMos a canister missile, or is Agni a canister missile? So such questions is how UPSC will throw at you, and you will have to be able to tackle it. Moreover, you have to be smart to figure out what is the word canister. You would have heard the word can, so you can relate it, that word to that can system, and figure out what might be. But if I ask you to particularly differentiate which is a canister missile between BrahMos and Agni, during that time it becomes really difficult, and it depends all on the elimination technique. So today in this class, let us go ahead with what the missile system in India is. What are the different missile system that we currently have? So in India, we can see mainly two type of missiles. One is a cruise missile, and one is the ballistic missile. Now, what is the difference between cruise missile and ballistic missile? Now, cruise, if you take R, this is how we write R, right? So cruise is this. If this is the land, the missile launched will go horizontally along the land. Here, ballistic missile, if you have L, right? If you extend this L, this is how a ballistic missile will work. So this is just a trick to remember what is cruise and what is ballistic missile. So ballistic missile will follow a parabolic path. If you launch it here from here, and this will hit the target somewhere here. This is mainly used for short range, and this is used for long range. Here what happens is, in a cruise missile, they use a solid engine first, which will give a boost initially, and after that a ramjet engine will take over. So this ramjet engine will help to reach the speed of around 1 to 2 Mach, and here it is a solid fuel rocket engine. So in ballistic missile, they will use a rocket engine because it will have to go up to a certain height, right? So if this is our atmosphere, it will have to reach a certain height, and after that here the engine will stop, and it will purely fall with the help of gravity and hit the target. But here in a cruise missile, it is a jet engine, and till the target is hit, this jet engine will be functioning. And here in ballistic missile, it will reach up to 10 to 12 Mach, which is like a greater speed than this cruise missile. So example of cruise missile in India is BrahMos missile, and ballistic missiles are the Agni missiles. So cruise missiles such as BrahMos, it can be launched from land, sea, and air. But a ballistic missile here, it can only be launched from land. So it can only be launched from land. So examples are Agni missiles. So when do you use a cruise missile, and when do you use a ballistic missile? To be very precise, and to target small things like ship or boat, I think it will be very useful to use a cruise missile, because the accuracy is more. And a ballistic missile, if you want to attack a air base or something like that, you can go for ballistic missile, and where a larger target can be eliminated. Also, I want you to remember rings and MINGS. Rings is the ring laser internal navigation system, and the other one is micro internal navigation system. So these two navigation systems are used in Agni missile, so that we do not depend on external GPS. So this will act as an internal GPS to guide the missiles. So these were the important topics when we come to the missile part of India, which are helpful for your UPSC preparation. If you like this video, please do hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more such important classes.